Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Awesome Finds. Now in today's program I have all brand new vinyl. However, this time it's a little different because all of these are promotional releases. These were all sent to me by PR people, record labels, and then in some cases the musicians themselves. So let's dive into this. First up we have Extrapedestrian with their latest release, Polyonymous, which is a hard word to say. Both of these words are combined words, but this was sent to me by James McDaniel, the man behind Extrapedestrian. He is a multi-instrumentalist based out of Kansas City, and he put together this album himself, and I believe, yeah, okay, so the first vinyl run is of 300. I got number 288, and it's signed by him. Really interesting layout. I left the shrink wrap on, but I like the minimalistic thing going on. I'm not sure. This might be the total album length. And on the back here, it's kind of got a periodic table of the elements vibe about it. What's really cool is that this is free to listen to. It's download. It's part of Creative Commons, I believe is what he said. Yeah, it's under a Creative Commons license. There's also an instrumental version available. It's just basically power pop is how I like to look at it. It's got kind of a 80s vibe to it at times. It's very uplifting. It's got a really cool vibe. I could see, especially the instrumental version of this album, going really well in scoring video. I could see it being a soundtrack actually. It came in this lyric sleeve right here. We'll take a look at the vinyl itself. This looks like side A, and there is side B. All right, so up next we have Shook with Bicycle Ride. This is from 2018, and this is another one-man band sort of a situation. This is Jasper. Actually, Jasper reached out to me on Instagram, and he asked if I would check out his record, and I said absolutely, and I really enjoyed it. It's got an overall kind of chill, cool vibe about it, and it straddles the line between kind of groovy 80s synth, and then it will step backwards into more loungy 70s piano-driven section. Really cool. Not a lot of lyrics. Actually, I think only 3 songs have lyrics overall. There is a vocalist, and I don't know her first name, but she is credited as J.E.G. Clar. There she is right there, and that is Jasper, aka Shook. And it also came with an insert, full color insert. Look at that, more beautiful imagery. Let's take a look at the record real quick. Here is side A, and there is side B. Very well produced. It's very professional, sounds fantastic. Love the artwork. I really recommend this album. You guys should check it out. Up next, I got a couple of FYE exclusives. They are always kind to me, and I'm happy to showcase what they have available over at their web store. Now, first up is Good Charlotte with Generation RX. This is from 2018, and I gotta be honest, I have not thought about Good Charlotte in about 10 years, but I'm happy to say that they sound great. If you're into Good Charlotte, you will not be disappointed with this release. It is very solid. What's really cool about this, other than the amazing face paint, is that this is glow in the dark. Really nice touch. This is a gatefold. Opening up, you get some thank yous and credits. And then on the back there, you get the song listings. It also came in a custom inner sleeve here. It's got lyrics on one side and another photo of the band on the other. Let's check out the record itself. This comes in a blue vinyl. It's limited to 750 copies worldwide, exclusively for FYE, and there's the B-side right there. Yeah, overall, I would say the production on this is top notch. It just sounds so clean and tight and together. If you haven't heard Good Charlotte in a while, might as well take a chance on this release. Up next, we have Hailstorm with their 2018 release, Vicious. Love the cover art on here. Opening up, get some great pictures of the band. And here is the backside, another great photo there. Love all these hands grabbing her face like that. It also came with a lyric insert with thank yous and credits and whatnot. And let's take a look at the vinyl. This comes in a green vinyl. Again, it's exclusive to FYE. And here is side A. There is side B. What's interesting is that this plays at 45 RPMs. It kind of threw me for a loop for a second. I don't know why. Even though I read it, sometimes I just forget to hit that speed switch button. There is side C, and there is side D. So yeah, Hailstorm, one of the hardest working bands out there. Their sound is that great mix of a little bit of metal with that hard rock and a female vocalist. You really can't go wrong. I highly encourage you guys to check them out live. Up next, I have the Bob James Trio with Espresso. This is from 2018. Now this was sent to me all the way from Hong Kong. I was really surprised to see this package show up. Now if you don't know who Bob James is, he is famous for this track called Nautilus that has gone on to be sampled many, many times over the years in hip hop music. And so that's kind of his claim to fame, but he is a very accomplished jazz musician in his own right, and this is just his latest, and I gotta say, it is fantastic. It is just that really nice, tight, together focused jazz group feeling. Obviously, this is a trio. He is so seasoned by now that it just feels so effortless listening to this record. And by the way, the piano playing on here is impeccable. Really, really great stuff. This is a gatefold opening up. You get pictures of the trio, get a little bit about the album, some thank yous and credits. And there's the back. Let's take a look at the record itself. Came in this nice polylined paper sleeve. Here we go. Here is side 1, and there is side 2. So up next, we have the King Brothers with Wasteland. This is from 2018. This is their first record since 2010, and it is a lot of fun. They take a lot of cues from the Rolling Stones and the overall garage rock genre. These guys are hard rockers, and man, is it a fun listen. They definitely have a love of Americana, and I think you can really tell from the front cover here. On the back, it's very similar. You got the track listings right there, and it also comes with an inner sleeve with a picture of the band, and you get lyrics on this side. So let's take a look at the record itself. Now, this is on Hound God Records, and they are a really cool label. I have so far liked everything I've heard on their label. I think Jim Jones is another record I showcased. They definitely specialize in garage rock, kind of punk. Up next, we have the Morlocks with Bring On the Mesmeric Condition, and I actually thought this might be a reissue, because look at the back here, the photo of the band. It definitely has that vibe, but this is from 2018. It's also on Hound God Records, and they had a real fun kind of raw sound about it. Proto-punk, garage rock vibe. Really dug just the feeling of it. Kind of dirty at times too, not like swearing, but just sort of like, you know, not totally together, which I really dig. Let's take a look at the vinyl itself. Very similar labels to the King Brothers. Here is side 1, and there is side 2. I kind of like the idea that they keep all their releases with a very similar label. It harkens back to you know, the old labels like Atlantic and Columbia. Now, this was a surprise to get. This is the best of R.E.M. at the BBC. This is a double LP version. There's also an 8 CD, 1 DVD collection, which I think has everything they've ever done at the BBC. This is a fantastic career-spanning volume of music. It plays like a greatest hits, and I will say that the first record, which is BBC Sessions, are recorded so well. There are times when I mistake them for the actual recorded versions. The second side are live broadcasts. I don't like this as much because the mic presence isn't as good. The instruments are kind of off mic. There's a lot of crowd noise. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me, but that's because I'm not a big fan of live recordings without the visual aspect. I think you lose a lot. I think for fans of R.E.M., this is a treasure trove of fantastic music, and to have it on vinyl is even better. So this is a gatefold. The records come in these picture sleeves. You get more photos of the band. On the other side, you get a really nice little write-up about the band. Here is the second sleeve. Get a nice full color shot. And on the back there, you get the track listings, credits, and whatnot. Let's take a look at the records themselves. This is record 1. This is nice heavyweight vinyl too, by the way. Here is side A, and there is side B. The BBC kept confusing me. I kept thinking this was side C. I know. You gotta read, Eric. And then here is record 2. We have side C and side D. So up next we have more music from The Further by Joseph Bishara, and this is really cool little snippets, as it's described here, unreleased and developmental score from Insidious 1, 2, and 3. So these are like little bits and pieces of music. Sometimes they're full songs, other times they're not. But the way they're put together, it's very atmospheric. It actually plays quite well as an album, I would say, and this is perfect background music for a Halloween party. Oh my gosh, I really enjoyed the creepiness of it. Now, the record itself came in this nice black polyline sleeve. Here is side 1, and there is side 2. I don't know how well it's coming through, but you can kind of see all the track breaks in there. There is quite a few tracks on here. And there also is a info sheet on the inside here. So yeah, I recommend this if you're into horror music scores, especially if you're into the films, the Insidious trilogy. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this. All right, next up, I got a bunch of stuff from the Blankz, and I kept it all in this mailer because there's just so much in here that I didn't want to lose it. As you can see, they have really cool merchandising. They got these cool beer cozies, I guess is what you call them. Stickers, posters, all kinds of stuff. But I'm sure you guys want to see the vinyl. Now, if you are at all familiar, they have that 80s new wave rock sound. I really, really dig what they're doing here. It's vintage and yet it feels new. It's got a nice inner sleeve here. Now this one's clear, I forgot about that. Here is side A and there is side B. Just a gorgeous release overall. And then lastly we got I Just Want to Slam. Let's check out the record. Another shot of the band. Man, they must be so much fun live. Oh, this one's on yellow vinyl. Here is side A, and there is side B. The Blankz, highly recommend you guys checking them out. They are just a lot of fun to listen to. So last up, we have Obnox, or I think he also goes by Bim Thomas. He's out of the Midwest with his album Bang Messiah. This is from 2018 on Smogville Records. I really like that label. They always have quality releases. This one is no exception. And his music is so interesting. Man, it straddles the line between kind of this hard edge blues, but also has a lot of this garage rock punk influence, and also like hip hop music at times. I mean, he's almost a genreless artist, if that makes any sense. He's a one-man band, I believe, and he just really has fantastic music. You just don't know what to expect from one track to the next, and that's what I really, really enjoyed about him. There was so much variety, so much heart and soul put into all of these songs. It was just a joy to listen to. I highly recommend you guys checking him out. On the back there, you get a great shot of him. Let's check out the inner sleeve. You get, credits and whatnot. And there is just him enjoying his cigar there with a little bit of Metallica and all these pedals. This is on red vinyl. Here is side A and side B. All right, everybody, that will do it for this time around. I want to thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know which of these were your favorite releases. Until then, I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out this episode of Awesome Finds. And if you want to see more, I'll put a playlist right there, as well as a video that YouTube will choose for me. So have fun and click away.